what's up, homies? My name is xXSlyFoxHoundXx, and joining me, we got the beautiful Kayla.
Hey.
And quick thing before we continue, this video is sponsored by Disney's Pixar Inside Out.
Woo!
We made it!
Disney Pixar!
Again, to all of you homies out there, please, in the comment section, I know these are going to be approved and whatnot, but put hashtag, we did it, boy!
With
exclamation point.
Like,
what?
3 or 4.
This is a big deal.
7.
This is a big deal. I'm
This
excited.
is awesome.
Yeah. So today's video, I'm gonna be describing pretty much based on the movie Inside Out. I don't know if you know what the movie is about, but it's about 5 different emotions, and I'm gonna give examples of myself when I went through these emotions the hardest and at its top peakest that I can recall, or even emotions that really don't go through my everyday life as much, but I can say when it was the strongest that I felt it. So that's what's gonna be today. It's gonna be a quick, funny vlog for you guys that enjoy it and whatnot.
So I get to learn more about you. What emotion are we gonna talk about first?
So today we're gonna start with fear.
Ooh.
Fear. And actually, one thing I want to say, if anybody's a fan of Parks and Recs or The Office, a lot of voices in this movie are awesome. So like they really pick people that are good.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That fits the personality. Yeah, it was like on point. I'm like,
I'm excited about it.
So I'm actually really excited. I haven't gotten to see the movie yet, but by no means I'm not gonna skip this. I never skip Pixar. So that's you never try to skip this. But all right, so the first one we're gonna start is fear. So my biggest fear, if funny enough, was starting this as a full-time job.
Starting what?
YouTube?
YouTube?
Yeah, it's not a lot of people believe it's what it takes to be a full-time job. I think people are stuck with the idea of like old school mentality when it comes to work. It's like you have to work at this or from 9 to 5 kind of deal. But you know, us YouTubers, the first thing that we do eventually as we try to transition to making this a full-time job is sign contracts, and I hate signing contracts. Like in my mind, I was like, I was scared. I was like, what if this fails? What if the people that I quit my job actually are good for me and whatnot? Which it wasn't the greatest job. I was working with yarn. I was working in a factory with yarn.
I think this is fun and exciting.
Yeah. The upset wasn't there,
I
you know.
understand what you
but
mean.
it was
the fear of the unknown.
It was the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
Like, who would have thought that a hobby that I enjoy so much could become my potential love and a career?
Yeah, it's not like many people are like, yeah, I'm gonna be a YouTuber.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
How many people?
You don't really hear that ever.
I want some Billy to be a YouTuber. Like no, and like the biggest thing, it's like reading the whole like paragraphs and anything, how like your channel was gonna be binded to a company and this and that, and that traumatized me. Like that was so hard.
So you didn't learn that in like YouTube University?
Exactly. No, but that was my biggest fear. It's taking the first giant step into making my job a full-time, which was pretty scary. And I think a lot of YouTubers out there, the first time that they don't know if their channel's popping or it's just
like, is this gonna last? Or
yeah, it's really scary. So the next two, they're bundled up in one experience, but they got actual placement. So it works out.
Okay.
So joy and sadness. Joy and sadness.
Kind of complement each other.
They complement each other pretty well, and these the strongest I felt them were in middle school / high school.
Yeah?
It was weird because
was it mostly joy or mostly sadness?
It was a combination because I went through phases. I went through a lot of phases. Like I went through a punk scene, a gothic scene, like a lot of different phases when I was younger. And again, like I went from like going to school in Puerto Rico where like it was just straight learning and you got sports. But like once you came to the United States, you guys got pools.
Yeah.
You guys got indoor pools in Puerto Rico. We have beaches, which is awesome because
I think that's better.
I know, but a pool
better.
is a big deal. In a school, like when I learned that I could actually swim and have fun in a pool in school hours, I was awake. I was like,
and that's where joy came in, right?
Yeah, joy came in from that. Like I met a lot of friends. I polished my English, which is not truly the best at the moment yet.
I can understand you.
But yeah, see, and that's a good thing.
It's got its own flair.
Yeah, razzle, if you might even say. But yeah, no, like a lot of joy came from that. Like I learned so many. I got so many friends from there. Like I don't know, it just I was a kid that valued school a lot. So
Yeah.
like anything positive that came out of that, it was always something fresh. Like again, like I started my singing quote unquote career in school in a talent show.
That's right,
In a talent show. So like a lot of first and awesome experience happened. I'm like, oh, so school was a big high, like when it came to like joy. But
What about the sadness?
oh my god, the sadness. You ready for this?
Lose your Pokemon cards?
No, I never lost my Pokemon cards. Never, actually. Come on, really? I was earning Pokemon cards.
Oh, sorry.
But the problem with this is that in school, I was, as much of as a tryhard that I am right now, I was a tryhard in school. So getting bad grades actually like crushed me. Like
That made you sad?
yeah, no, because
What was
again,
it?
like, well, I always wanted to like have my family be really proud of me and everything, and like grades were like the best thing I could do. Like I wasn't good at making craft beer, have a statue of a pony or anything. Like I wasn't able to do stuff like that for my family. So like getting good grades and making them proud of me was a big thing. But what bothered me is that the times where I would actually study really hard for things, I'm like, man, I got this, slam dunk. This is easy. I got this. And I would get the test. There were questions that I never thought they were involved with things that I study. Like I'm here taking a math class, and then there's suddenly letters appearing.
They were from a secret book that you
No,
didn't
it's
get,
not a
like,
secret book. It's not a secret book. Like I was so crushed because I'm like, man, I have math figured out perfectly. This
Yeah,
is.
that was me in math. I was like, I got this test.
And then they introduced letters.
So
Why? So yeah, so like being like failing in school, it was actually like I took it really hard upon myself.
So what letter grade was like a bad grade for you?
A C.
A C?
A C was a bad
You would
letter.
start feeling bad at a
Yeah,
C.
no, at a C I was like, oh, this is not gonna be good. Mom's not gonna like this. She's not gonna like this at all. Alright, so the next emotion is disgust. I can't say that word right. I say the G as a C.
Disgust.
Disgust, like much gusto?
Disgust.
With much gusto. Disgust.
Yeah.
And actually,
Yeah, you got
disgust. For me, this was a really hard one to actually, because I don't know what truly disgust means. Like, I know, like, if you see something gross, that's as much disgust as I can actually, like, say. So, my example of my highest top moment was back in Puerto Rico. I remember this was already, I think this was a Friday, and Friday were a big day for me because a lot of the good shows that I used to watch before when I was young would happen, and usually that day came with pizza. But today I felt a little bit more extravagant and I wanted a calzone.
Oh, okay.
So,
You wanted
but
a fancy wrapped pizza.
yeah, I wanted a blanket pizza essentially, portable pizza. So what happened was that my family was like, if you want it, go ahead and get it. So I actually go and travel to the pizza place on my bike. I get it ready, come back, and we were just gonna normally pick up the food with my parents after it was done. They just like always being mobile, or they never wanted me just to like lay around. It's like, if you want something, go get it, and then we'll pick it up. So it was like kind of like a trade-off. I was healthy because they forced me to do a lot of exercise. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
That's good.
Yeah, no, that was smart. That was really smart. But something I never knew about this, and this is where the disgust comes, or disgust. Ah, that's such a hard word to say.
Disgust.
Disgusto.
Disgust.
Was that apparently this calzone at the time when my mother used to order it, she would specifically ask for a specific cheese and pepperoni, and it was perfect all the time. So I go ask for the same thing, thinking that it was gonna be normal, and I find out that when I open the box and everything, I'm like so excited to eat this, and I start eating it, and it has this nasty tasting cheese, this cheese of the underworld. It was just so bad, and as soon as I ate it, I felt so upset. Not only I was disappointed in myself because I ordered it wrong, I was upset because this was the money that my parents and my grandparents gave me.
So you feel like you wasted it too?
Yeah. So you know what? I forced myself to eat this thing, and I'm going like this. I'm going.
Are you crying?
I was crying as I was eating it because I was so disappointed because I wanted something
Did it
really.
smell funny?
Oh, it was the worst. It was terrible.
I wonder what kind of cheese
It was.
How can you ruin a calzone?
It was a stinky,
I don't
nasty cheese. I
understand.
didn't like it, but I just remember going like this.
Note to self, you like specific cheeses.
And my parents and my grandparents felt so bad they got me a new one.
They did.
Yeah.
They're so nice.
They sure know how to.
You went hungry for one though after
Oh,
that.
I was truly hungry.
You were?
Yeah, they're like, they saw me crying and took 3 bites of it and they threw it away like if it was like a puppy biting me. You get this thing out of here! I was like, oh, thank you. So it's one of those things I'll never forget. He saved me from the nasty calzone.
Never forget that calzone.
Oh my god, it was an experience that drew. And then the last emotion, the one that I felt the strongest. I feel it almost every other day. I felt it today.
You felt it today?
Anger. I felt anger today.
What, when you had to get up in the morning?
No, Kayla, no. I'm not that lazy. I'm just partially lazy.
That's me.
Not
really.
So, anger, and you can see that I have it written down there. I suffer it every time that I had to record with Kayla, with the guys, and they're feeling specifically talkative.
Pure joy.
No, negative. No,
Pure
that's
joy.
a lie. My biggest anger is anytime that I try to get something done and somebody else within the group or a lot of people, or in 2 days ago, everybody in the group decided to be a giant troll. And what is supposed to be just 20 to 30 minutes sometimes goes for 2-3 hours. So anytime that I try to prep up stuff for you know, getting videos done and recorded, sometimes Kayla just decides that she forgets English. And
all the time.
And it just it's so nice for them to just like what? Oh, no worries. I'm just minding here. I'm doing this real quick. Hey, are you done? Oh, I was done already. I was waiting for you. What? It's the worst. Like, I can't get things done. And outside from that, including
Whatever.
no, another thing that, and again, this tied to work. It's when you're editing.
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, either the light decides to turn off completely, whatever, and ask me if I saved. No. So
But you can save every 30
well,
seconds.
I learned that, but
Every 30 seconds, people.
you have to save
your stuff.
Save them, cause
You don't wanna
I
cry
have.
later. You don't want to feel that sadness that we were
It is the
talking about.
worst. It's
Yeah.
not sad. It's anger, sadness, disgust, all the emotions minus joy in one. It's just all the negative emotions are in there, bottle up, and you just gotta deal. It's the worst, seriously. But yeah, those are my 5 top fears. My top fears emotions.
You get that much rage.
Yes, I get that much rage. Thank you.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. But again, to all of you guys, thank you so much for watching. Also, ginormous thanks to Disney's Pixar, Inside Out. So, one thing I want to ask you guys, you know how we normally do one word of the day and, you know, spam it. I want to ask you again another thing real quick to please tag me and put hashtag Inside Out or hashtag 5 emotions. And tell me, what was your biggest emotion feel, you know, moment?
I want to read these.
I want to know about these.
I want to know if I have any similar emotions to other people.
I feel like this might be a thing with everybody. I feel like when people watch my videos, they feel the emotions that I feel. Oh my God, Kayla! Oh my God, Steven!
I feel
oh
the
my
rage
God!
from a room away.
And just another thing real quick, remember Disney's Pixar Inside Out will be coming out on June 19 on theaters 3D. You know what? Usually now I can actually watch 3 movies with glasses. It's just I put them on top of them.
You put them on top of your
Yeah, 4 eyes.
4 3D eyes.
But again, to all of you guys watching, thank you so much for watching. My name is XXSlyFoxHoundXx.
Kayla.
And we'll see you guys later. Take care always. See ya.